Namaste. Okay, we're continuing forward. Part 3 is the introduction to the art of ritual. Okay, I hope you are enjoying the Dvaita series. I would enjoy hearing your feedback, your response, if you are enjoying this, if you would like to see more. And if you are doing the practices, how it's going for you, okay? So let's continue forward. What is ritual and why do we do it? How has it been used throughout the centuries? Why are colors, stones, music, and candles used? Are images needed and why? All of these are important questions, and the answers are surprisingly simple. Ritual's been used since the beginning of time. Cain and Abel used the altar to offer up the first fruits of their labors to God. The Christian church uses ritual to prepare communion, and there is ritual in the taking of communion. Each ethnic tribe has developed and maintained ongoing rituals and ceremonies particular to their own traditions. There are ceremonies and rituals used each day that we participate in without a thought as to why. Look at the marriage ceremonies, and in Japan, the time-honored ritual of the tea ceremony. On a lighter note, there's the ritual of making the morning coffee, one of my personal favorites. Okay, ritual, excuse me. Ritual is what we do to set up a particular thought process. It's used to heighten your senses and your consciousness to connect the inner and the outer worlds. I'm going to say that again. Ritual is what we do to set up a particular thought process. It's used to heighten your senses and your consciousness to connect the inner and outer worlds. It is used to demonstrate an outer expression of an inner truth or revelation, thus keeping the inner process on a more tangible level. The use of ritual sets up a circular process whereby the outer ritual connects you to the inner world. Then the inner world begins to manifest outwardly until even the most routine of jobs may be transformed into a meaningful ritual connecting the inner and outer reality. Okay, the stones, colors, music, and ritual are a focus to allow you to connect with your higher awareness, spirituality, and God. Never lose the awareness that all energy, color, light, love, and manifestation ultimately come from God. Okay. So let's continue to go forward. Okay. To the personalized altar and ritual. Okay. So the altar is as personal as you are. And as you move and progress toward higher awareness, don't be surprised at how your altar evolves and how your rituals seem to evolve and change. Use those items which have special significance for you. Each item should remind you of a quality or a state you wish to have or emulate. Let me say that again. Each item should remind you of a quality or state you wish to have or emulate. Okay? Ritual is an important part of obtaining and keeping on a spiritual path. Ritual is a very personal experience, so don't be afraid to experiment and see what works best for you. Tried and true methods are great and may be used alone or incorporated into your own ritual as you see fit, but do not discount your own wisdom to create the ritual that moves you towards a sense of connection with spirituality. Your ritual may be fluid or as structured as you wish. You may even wish to experiment with dance or the playing of an instrument such as a drum or even conch shell. Remember, use whatever has significance for you and have fun. Okay? Following is a partial list to give you an idea of what to look for in evaluating your sense of what you'd like to use. Okay. Besides using this list to set up an altar, it may also be used to see what colors draw you to a spiritual feeling. Thus, use at least one item that you wear to keep your mind centered on spirituality. Okay, let me say that again. Besides using this list to set up an altar, it may also be used to see what colors draw you to a spiritual feeling. Thus, use at least one item you wear to keep your mind centered on spirituality or love or wisdom, etc. This method may also be used with jewelry such as colored stone crystals, etc. This is why it's, people are wearing, when they're a sadhvi or a sannyasi, whatever, they wear the robes. The orange robe of a sannyasi or a sadhvi is to remind you that one is burning the dross, okay? That one is working on their life to connect with God. That is your main focus. That is why one wears the robes, to remind you that you are celibate, okay? You are looking to find that God essence, okay? You've left behind some of the things of the world and the values that one once held. One's focus is on their path. Okay, that's the value of wearing the robes. It's a reminder of where one's focus and attention should be. Okay, so let's continue forward. Don't forget about your workplace. A color, a stone, or a picture of a landscape that has spiritual significance, whether it's a desert, ocean waves, waterfalls, even a redwood forest. This can be a great mental refresher in a hectic day. Use the following lists and mark whichever things move your spirit and use them in creative ways. Let's continue forward. Okay. Remember always, for each of these lists, there are no right or wrong answers. Each is subjective depending on your reality. Answers may change as your reality changes, okay? So this is on color, sense, spiritual images, etc. Okay. Colors. What color do you see as spiritual? What color do you see as grounding? What color do you see as pure love? What color do you see as total purity? What color do you see as energetic? What color do you see as healing? What color do you see represents wisdom? And what color do you see as protective? Okay, let's go on to sense. What scent do you feel is spiritually uplifting? Okay, what scent to you denotes pure love? What scent denotes purity? What scent makes you feel more energetic? What scent do you feel gives a healing? Okay. What scent puts you in a meditative state? Here's a notation on that. Scents may take a while to determine, so take them slowly. Try different incenses, essential oils to evaluate. When evaluating essential oils, don't smell too many in one session. Try the citrus type scents for energy. Okay. Spiritual images, moving on. Note, if traditional images are difficult for you to relate to at this time, then use someone you hope to emulate, such as Jesus, Mohammed, Krishna, Kuan Yin, Buddha, Ganesh, Shiva, ascended masters. Those are just a few that one can use as a spiritual connection. Okay, settings and environments. Note, here's another notation for that. If one or more of these environments evoke a feeling of peace and spiritual harmony, either visit there to do ritual work and meditation, or put up a picture near your altar to put you in the mood. Okay, some different landscapes. You can be desert, meadows, forest, ocean, clear sky with clouds, sun, mountains, rain, thunder, waterfalls, lightning, lakes, rivers, pine trees, or redwoods. Okay, it's endless what one can be connected to. Here are some items to consider: drum, a conch shell, a gong, Tibetan bowls, bells, chimes, gourds, rattles, rain sticks, feathers, stones, candles, flowers, incense. Note, you can use water to represent fluidity or stones for strength. Remember to be creative. This is to help you work on changing your mindset to a more positive consciousness. But know that in the end, all of these acts must be transcended to reach realization or enlightenment. These may be used as steps along the way, but they will not take you to the ultimate truth. If you can move beyond these now, then do so. If not, use them, but do not cling to them. Be ready to move as the universe moves and unfolds. While a positive mind is better than a pessimistic one, all of this is simply mind play in the end. And in order to reach realization, we must slow and simplify and move in the end beyond mind and all concepts. So if you choose to use any of these methods, do not take them to be the end. There's more to go into the silence and beyond the ego identification. Love and blessings. I hope this helps you on your journey. Okay. The next is a bit on spirituality. Okay. Namaste.